Very good evening, viewers. Due to the third lockdown coronavirus, there are lots of changes brought in immigration rules, including COVID visa concession scheme, people who are stuck outside the UK. There are changes on spouse and minimum income requirement, changes to startup and innovator visa, which is including 12-month visa extension, and also changes come from the asylum seeker, how they conduct a substantial interview through a video link, including the new publication of new preliminary question to the Home Office website, which is very helpful for those who want to seek asylum or looking for a question what types of information the Home Office will ask at the interview. So the question I'll show you on the screen today, and as well as the important update, what is brought by the coronavirus third lockdown. I'll give you in turn all of this today. If you have any question, you can call me at the number appear on the screen. However, I'll not take a question first 10 minutes to give all this update, because this update is important, because the Home Office introduced a COVID visa concession scheme. People who stuck outside the UK, there are lots of measure which is important information and helpful for the people who need this information. So let me take a short break, and after that, I'll give all this information in turn. Thank you, viewers. So let me start with uh, those people who stuck outside the UK. This update is very recent from this week. So people who were in the UK where the pandemic hit were unable to leave before expiry of their visa because of travel restriction. This update is for those people who are stuck inside the UK. At the same time, after that, I'll give update the people who stuck outside the UK. For example, someone in India, he cannot travel to UK due to the lockdown. So let me start first the people who stuck inside the UK. As you know, when the first coronavirus lockdown, the government introduced automatic extension of visa. Initially, it was introduced for the Chinese national, and then later on available for most of the UK leave to remain a visa holder who is stuck in the UK, cannot travel to back there to their home country, and in different state is what it was extended up to 31st October, and subsequently in exceptional circumstances, exceptional indemnity, and exceptional assurance basis, it was up to 31st October, and later on up to 31st of January. So exceptional assurance was initially basically available only to those with a visa expiring to 31st October, but the cutting off point has been pushed back as the virus crisis escalated again over the winter, and the most recent version of the policy stated that exceptional assurance is available to people who intend to leave the UK but have not been unable to do so. Have not been able to do so and have a visa or leave to that expire between 1st December 2020 to 31st January 2021. This seems likely to be pushed back again because of the third lockdown. Because of the VRC, you're trying to call. I'll take the call after 10 minutes, because 10 minutes I'll give the update and then I'll taking the call. So first, um, uh, first, third lockdown extended, and in that period, in that times, most probably they were going to extend this measure again for further 4 or 5 months. So that means those who will not able to travel back to their home country, or those visa applicant who need to extend their visa, for example, to some cases student visa, they need to travel to back their home country. However, they cannot travel due to the lockdown. Now they can apply from the inside the UK. For those applicant, or for those visitor, or those visa holder who cannot travel to their home country, now they can ask to the home office to extend their visa. But the issue is, in previously the system was different. Previously, when the automatic extension was deal with fill up application form online, that what is couple of basic question you need to give, and after that you will get an automatic extension visa by your email. That has been changed. So currently, if people requesting exceptional indemnity or assurance need to email to the home office rather than fill up the online form. So if your visa is expiring, if you need to extend your visa, you need to email to the home office, and the email is CIH assurance team at homeoffice.gov.uk, and in the subject line you need to write request for an assurance instead. So that's what you need to write to the application, to the extension. So if you send an email requesting what your issue is, and then the home office will reply to extend your visa. So I'll take a call and then I'll come back again. Hello? Right. So I will continue to, and next, so if you need an extension, you can call to the home office. You can send an email in the subject line, you need to write request for assurance. Now, next, hello? Hello?
Hello.
I think I lost the caller. So next update is those people who basically, hello?
Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
viewers, ask your question, please.
Yeah. Hi. Yeah. Hi there. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Sorry. Yeah. So I have a question for you. So the question is, after if I get EU settlement scheme, what's the next step?
Sorry, can you repeat again?
So basically, I got it EU settlement scheme.
Yes.
So I'm not sure after I got it EU settlement scheme, then what I can do it next step. I mean, shall I apply for the nationality?
Okay. Can you tell me which status you got? You got pre-settled status or settled status?
Yeah.
Which status? Settled status or pre-settled status?
It's a settled status. I got it.
Okay, you can apply for British nationality for naturalization after 1 year. Okay, you got.
I can hear you.
Okay, drop the call. I'll give you answer on live.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, viewers. So. Thank you, viewers. You got settled status. So after 1 year of your naturalization, you can, after 1 year of your settled status, you can apply for naturalization to become a British citizen. So the 1 year will start the day you got your settled status. The letter, the date on your settled status, the letter what you got on that. There is a date from that day to after 1 year, you can apply for British nationality if you want to become a British citizen. So what you have to, you need to apply for naturalization, and then once you're nationalized, you will become a British national, and you will get British later on. You can make an application for British passport. You need to pass life in the UK test, as well as you need to pass a B1 English language test. So you will that 2 requirement, and obviously you have to be a person of good character. Thank you. I'll take the next question. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Please ask a question, brother.
Hello.
Yes. Hello.
Hi. Hello.
Yes. Please ask a question.
I have one question.
Okay. Go ahead.
So I have a settled status here. So, and can I apply for the benefit?
Yes, you can apply.
Because my wife is, she has a still, the pre-settle. She's fine to apply for it.
Okay, I'll explain you. You can drop your call, and I'll explain you on the live.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, viewers. Your question is, you have settled status and your wife have pre-settled status. Your question is, can I apply benefit? Yes, you can apply benefit. Even if you have pre-settled status, you are qualified for benefit. EU citizen who used to live in the UK, they had same status as British citizen. Under the EU settlement scheme, those who have pre-settled status or settled status, they can claim same way they used to be claimed as a EU citizen. So if you have a pre-settled status or settled status, you can apply for all kinds of benefit if you are eligible for example, universal credit, housing benefits, if you want tax credit, working tax credit, child benefit. So you can apply benefit. There is no restriction on it. The issue is, although some people got limited leave to remain, and there is a confusion that they're thinking maybe limited leave to remain holder cannot claim benefit, but the letter what you have received from the Home Office itself explain and written on this letter that you can claim benefit. Next caller. Hello.
Hello. Can I speak to what's his name? Can I speak in studio?
Yes, you are. Please ask a question.
Okay, I'd like to know that I got my partner, he's time seeker, yeah, and he want to bring his son to UK from Afghanistan.
Okay.
I'm British as well. How could I help him?
What is his status is?
He's a asylum seeker, yeah, and
okay. What is the outcome of his asylum? Did the Home Office granted his asylum application?
yeah, he's on the applications, yeah, everything, yeah, interview, yeah, screen interview, everything, yeah, but he hasn't got no replies, nothing from the Home Office from 11th of December.
Okay. You can drop your call and I'll give your answer. Okay. Thank you, madam, for your call.
Thanks, bye.
Thank you. Thank you for your question. You are a very kind lady. I appreciate you want to support him. That not only support him, you want to support his family. I appreciate for your support and for your call. Thank you very much. There are lots of kind people in this country like you. So your answer is, unfortunately, right now, he cannot bring his son. However, if his application successful as a asylum seeker, if the Home Office issue him as a refugee status, he can bring his son in this country as under the family reunion rule. Thank you very much for your question. Plenty of call coming. Unfortunately, I cannot pick up all this call. I'll try to give some update. At the same time, I'll try to take the calls when I will have an opportunity. Thank you very much. Next update is due to the coronavirus third lockdown, many people stuck outside the UK. They issued visa or they will be issued visa, whether EU family permits or family visa under the Appendix FM, spouse visa, visit visa, whatever it is. Unfortunately, due to the lockdown, due to the restriction, travel restriction, many people will not able to come to the UK. So what are the immigration rules for them? That's what I'm going to give information. First, on 11 January 2021, the Home Office published a COVID visa concession scheme. COVID visa concession scheme. It is designed to help people who had permission to live in the UK, but whose permission expired while they were stuck abroad due to coronavirus travel restriction, leaving them unable to return, provided they met the eligibility. Eligible, they can come. I'll give an update again after take a call. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, madam.
Hello. I'd like to know that how could I get son in this country by myself? My partner's son. I want to support him to come from Afghanistan to England. I'm on benefit. Yeah. How could I do that?
Madam, you can help him. Unfortunately, the chances is very low. Okay, you can make an application,
Okay,
but the chances is very low to get visa.
Myself.
Yes.
So if I'm on benefit, I can't bring his son here in UK.
Madam, what I said, if you want to make an application for him, there is no restriction. Yeah. You can invite him despite your benefit. But the chances to get visa is very low. So in my opinion, Home Office will, in this circumstance, will not issue a visa.
All right, thanks for your.
Thank you, madam.
Bye.
Thank you, caller, for your question. So I'll give you the update. The people who stuck outside the UK due to the coronavirus, due to the travel restriction. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, please ask your question.
Yeah, actually, I need some information.
Please go ahead.
I got a letter for the invitation letter for oath. I just need to ask. Actually, I live in Kent. If I go into a private ceremony in the oath, should I can do any other council or only I can wait for Kent because they are not doing private ceremony. So what should I need to do? I can wait for in that ceremony, which one they give me like almost end of the March time, or I can do any other council ceremony in any private in London or whatever. Is possible? Please, can you give me answer in the phone, please?
Okay. When you fill up the application form, you choose your local authority, right?
Yeah.
Which authority you select, or you didn't select any authority?
No, actually, I select, but it when I put the postcode, is my home is in showing in Kent and living near Kent. So they're leaving me only to fill up the form for the Kent area. So then I call them, I ask them, they will say I have to wait end of the March because there is a lot of people waiting, but they're not doing private. So I just need to be asked in case I'm going to be asked to register office again. If I do in private, any other council is possible?
Okay. Drop your question, drop your call, and I'll give you an answer. Please. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
I'll give the answer, then I will take the call. Okay. Viewers, the issue of ceremony is delaying very severely, not only you. So when you fill up the form, you choose a local authority. Right now, you need to wait for the March. You cannot change to another local authority. And unfortunately, all of the local authority are not taking any ceremony. However, they are trying to introduce some virtual ceremony. So if you are lucky, then probably your local authority introduce a virtual ceremony before March and you will get it. In my opinion, you should wait because they will not transfer it to your, in any other local authority, because the Home Office already allocate your ceremony in your local authority what you choose within your postcode. So I think you should wait for the invitation, whether it's March or later. You cannot change it now. And you shouldn't change it because you already select and choose a local authority in your application. So unfortunately, you need to wait. Thank you very much for your question. Next caller. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, Björk, please ask your question.
Hello, hi. Sir, I need information. I'm here in 2017 in the UK. So my brother applied twice EU settlement scheme because my brother is he's a Spanish national. But I think it's rejected twice. But now I apply a appeal. So I'm fully dependent on my brother, like my fees and my accommodation, everything my brother here. When I'm in my country, so my brother support my family. So I had apply appeal, and 9th of November, I received acknowledgement, but I didn't receive anything now.
How do you enter in this country? As a EU family member?
Yeah. No. I apply UK via student visa.
Okay.
Yes.
You can. So, what is your question now?
I'm just asking because I have applied twice EU settlement scheme, but first time he accepted blood relation, but the next time accept blood relation, but he said you didn't provide enough evidence, so that's why we rejected your EU settlement scheme. So I applied the appeal, but I'm just still waiting. So how it's like how many chance I got my visa, because I'm fully dependent on my brother. I'm living with my brother, so everything is on my name. So my uni fees, my accommodation, everything my brother bear. I'll provide everything.
Okay, you can drop your call and I'll explain your answer.
All right, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you for your question. If you so in the court, first issue is the process is quite long now, because the first year tribunal is and most of the hearing is over over telephone hearing. Therefore, the process is taking quite longer. Normally, 7-8 months we had a hearing, but now it will take nearly a year or more than a year. So you need to wait quite a long time. Second issue is, in the court, you will be required to prove that you solely dependent on your father, because the family member conception basically is came from in EU settlement scheme from Regulation 7, that if you are a child of a father, if you under 21, you are direct family members, and you don't need to prove dependency. But if you're over 21, then you need to provide evidence that you are dependent on your EU family members. So dependency means financial dependency. So you need to provide evidence that you are financially dependent on your father. So I do understand you already made 2 applications under the EU settlement scheme for pre-settled status. However, Home Office refused. Home Office refused because they are not satisfied about your evidence. I don't know exactly what types of evidence you have provided with your application, but if you provide the correct evidence, enough supporting evidence, proof of your dependency, whether financial dependency, or you can provide a 6-month at least bank statement, and that is your father transfer every week or every month some money to your accounts for your financial maintenance pocket money, to pay your mobile bills. So if you have a mobile contract, the bills is going from your father accounts or your account, but father transferred that money. So you need to provide your 6-month bank statement, your father's 6-month bank statement. That will give evidence that you are fully dependent on your father. Secondly, if you are living, if your father provide accommodation, you need to provide evidence of proof of accommodation that you are living together. So if you have a tenancy agreement, if your name on there, you can provide it. You can provide utility bills in the same name, you and your father, and you can provide your council tax bills. That is you and your father. Your accounts, if you work in the UK, and if the money come regularly in your accounts, then the Home Office will presume you are not dependent on your father, you are dependent on yourself because you have earnings. So that is the fact in short. But I will advise you the chances, if you can provide enough evidence, what I explained in short, maybe you can provide more evidence. It's not only financially, if you can provide evidence socially, emotionally, or if you need day-to-day care, then all this evidence will considered as a dependency. So if you can provide enough and supporting evidence as per required by the settlement scheme, your chances is you should get visa under the settlement scheme. But if you cannot provide evidence, enough evidence, then obviously you fail to prove dependency on your father, and accordingly, probably your application will be refused by the first tribunal. So, my brother, what I'll advise you, go speak to a solicitor, or most probably you have a solicitor, speak to them, and then make a preparation, because once you get a hearing date, then you'll be required to submit the trial bundle. On that bundle, you need to provide all the supporting evidence. And then if you can prove that you are financially dependent on your father, most probably you will get a visa. The first tribunal order the Home Office to issue a pre-settled status for yourself. Thank you very much for your question. Viewers, I will continue to give update. So unfortunately, due to the call, I cannot pick up. I cannot continue my update, but let me continue. So people who stuck outside the UK due to the travel restriction, now initially the Home Office introduced on the first lockdown time some sort of concession, but on 11th January 2021, the Home Office published a COVID Visa Concession Scheme. It is designed to help people who had permission to live in the UK but whose permission expired while they were stuck abroad due to coronavirus travel restriction, leaving them unable to return to the UK. For example, someone has visa in the UK 6 months. He went to holiday in Pakistan for 2 months, and then coronavirus lockdown started. He's 6 months gone. He visa expired. He cannot come back within the time limit. Now he is unable to come to the UK. What he can do or what she can do for them. Now, if you on that point, when your visa expired or after that, if you satisfy the eligibility requirement for extension, then guidelines say such people will be granted anti-clearance valid for 3 months to allow them to travel back to the UK and apply properly to extend their stay. But this scheme is aimed at people who left UK before 17th March 2020. So it is a good news, because I received email messages from many people. They went to holiday and their visa expired, they cannot return back. So it's a good news for you. If you're on that situation, you can contact to the Home Office with the email address, which is CH Immigration Coronavirus. I'll give you I'll give you later, or you can get it from the Home Office website, CIH Coronavirus Immigration Help, and then at gov.uk. So you can. So I'll correctly give the email address in later of my live. You can email them, and then they will give you, or you can contact to your local embassy, and they will issue a 3-month visa, and you can return to the UK. This will be continue even now on to until next lockdown 3, or until the probably March, April. Second important update I'll give: spouse and minimum income requirement. Many people want to invite their spouses. They were working and they used to earn £18,600. Unfortunately, due to the COVID, due to the second lockdown, first lockdown, due to the third lockdown, their earnings is come down below 18,600. What some people lost their has lost their job. Some people furloughed, and accordingly their income reduced. For them, the government published new guidelines for them. That is, if the rules say basically, if you have experienced a loss of income due to the coronavirus up to 1st January 2021, and it will be extended hopefully again, and will consider employment income for the period immediately before the loss of income, provided the minimum income requirement was met at least 6 months immediately before the date of income lost. So this is for those. So if you then second one is for furlough. If your salary has reduced because you are furlough, you are earning only 80% of your wages, you are getting 80% of your wages, Home Office say we will take into account of your income as though you are earning 100% of your salary. So if your earning was £18,600, but due to the lockdown or due to COVID, due to the furlough, your earnings became £16,000, Home Office will consider you earn £18,600. Very generous policy. And the last update is, if you are self-employed or loss of annual income due to the coronavirus between March 2020 and January 2021, will usually be disregarded. So if you satisfy this requirement previously, Home Office will consider you satisfy the financial requirement right now. Thank you very much. And then the next update, which is of course related to the immigration due to the COVID, due to the third lockdown, is startup and innovator visa. Many applicants who have already received full 2-year period visa on startup to set up their business in the UK, they came in the UK on either startup visa or innovator visa tier 1. So however, within these 2 years, due to the lockdown, you cannot set up your visa. You cannot implement your idea, your innovative idea, your business plan. So what help available for innovator and startup visa holder? The Home Office said they will extend further 12 months. So good luck. If you are in the UK, you will get further 12 months to set up your business. This is also very generous policy introduced by the Home Office. If you want to know more about the details, innovator and startup visa new guidelines, you can visit Home Office or you can Google guidance for startup and innovator endorsing body. The details also published on their particular website. If you need any immigration help, that is what I said, I cannot give the right email address. So the email address is cih@homeoffice.gov.uk, or you can call to the Home Office at 0800 678 1767. Now, travel update. Quarantine and testing. International traveler arriving in England must quarantine for 10 days. And from now on, you must carry negative coronavirus test taken pre-departure. The test must be taken no further out than 3 days before departure. And testing negative doesn't exempt person from quarantine requirements. So even if you have a negative quarantine test result, you still need to quarantine for 10 days. However, under the test to release scheme, traveler can take a private coronavirus test in England after 5 days and leave quarantine early if the test negative. So this is the travel guidelines, which is given by Boris Johnson, Prime Minister, recently. I think most of you know. Travel corridor, which was there about 77 countries exempt from this requirement. That is, they can come to the UK without negative test result, or don't need to be quarantined. But this has been removed. So everyone in the UK who will come need to be quarantined for 10 days and need to carry a negative test result with them. And if they can do a test 5 days, after 5 days, and if the result come negative, they can leave the quarantine. Thank you very much for this new rules, new update for travel. I think it will give more safety for UK residents. Next one, expiring anti-clearance visa. So some people has got visa who cannot travel to the UK because their anti-clearance visa has expired. I gave update before for the people who stuck over there. They're actually UK residents but went to holiday, cannot come back. For them, they will be issued 3-month visa to come back to the UK, and they can extend their visa. Now I will give update for anti-clearance visa, means overseas citizen who applied to leave to enter in the UK and then he or she has received visa. Unfortunately, they cannot travel to the UK due to the COVID restriction, travel restriction. Subsequently, their anti-clearance visa has expired. What are the remedy for them? Do they need to apply again to leave to enter, or there is an alternative remedy for them? Yes, they have some alternative remedy. Home Office published their guidelines. So these are between 20 April to 30 December 2021. Home Office offered a concession for people who had secured anti-clearance to the UK but couldn't use it before expired after 30 days. If you 30 days visa travel to the UK for work, study, or to join a family has expired, it is about to expire, you can request a replacement visa with revised validity date free of charge. And this was until last year. This doesn't apply for other types of visa. This process which already end in 2020. For now on, if you had anti-clearance visa, unfortunately that has been expired. For you now, you can make another application, which is you need to pay £154, and Bagneti visa you can apply for this and you will get a visa, but it should have been valid for 90 days instead of 30 because of the travel restriction. The Home Office, because normally Bagneti visa is 30 days, but they will issue now 90 days longer, so you will have enough time to come to the UK. So if you got anti-clearance visa which is expired, you can apply for Bagneti visa, which is will be issued for 90 days, and the cost is £154. Application from within the UK, you can make the application online, and probably you need to wait for the fingerprint biometric, but center is open. You need to pay more money than usual. Then this is the update for application within the UK. The immigration appeal hearing, first tribunal hearing going on, although most of the hearing is over the telephone hearing or video link, but court is open. If your application leave to remain or leave to enter refused by the Home Office, you must make the application within 14 days. If you apply within the UK, if you appeal within the UK, if you appeal outside the UK, you must make the appeal within 28 days. So the Home Office is working. You can make the court is working. You can and you should make the appeal if you need to make the appeals. Last asylum. And this will be my last update for today. Asylum seeker, it is very important for them. First, I will give the changes, which is basically brought through the asylum intake unit. That is, the registering an initial asylum claim must still be done in person, but no longer has to be at Lunar House in Croydon. The Home Office announced on 22nd of April 2020 the AIU Asylum Intake Unit, and Croydon will continue to function as normal, but will additionally be supported by limited operation in Glasgow, Belfast, Liverpool, Leeds, Solihull, and Cardiff. Asylum seeker in Great Britain can make an asylum appointment to register their asylum claim by calling 0300 123 4193. Most important update for asylum is many asylum seekers ask me these types of questions. Also, they ask me, they send me email. That is the what types of question Home Office will ask. And Home Office published the preliminary question in their website. So what are the questions Home Office will ask, at least in initial interview, that is available. And the Home Office published a form. You need to fill up this form and send it to the Home Office. The form I will give you in a minute onto the screen, in the screen. So here the screen in the Home Office website. Okay, here is there. Preliminary information questionnaire for asylum. If you want to seek an asylum, you should familiar with this question. So if you go to Home Office website and Google, or if you Google preliminary information questionnaire for asylum claim, and then you will get a form. This is the form, preliminary question information. You see yellow in the screen. So if you click on that link, then the question form, nearly 12 pages, will be downloaded, and then you will find all the question in this form. So I have already downloaded this question, and I'll show you which question they will ask. I'll show you now the question. And this is a very important piece of information for asylum seeker, because this will give you an opportunity to see what types of question Home Office will ask. Unfortunately, the system is a bit stuck, so I'll not go through this, I think. So I'll yeah, you are. Well, I think, yeah, that is the question. Sorry to keep you waiting. So Home Office published the preliminary information questionnaire. So this question, all the asylum seekers should be familiar with. And this question Home Office will ask on initial interview. So basically, what the form is said, this information you need to fill up by yourself. And once you claim the asylum, then you need to send it within 20 days from the date of your asylum. So no, sometimes the Home Office send this form by post, but if you have an opportunity before go to Home Office or before you make the appointment, you can fill up this form or introduce with the questionnaire, and this will give you a good opportunity to know what types of question the Home Office will ask. That is all about. I try to show you, but I hope you can see it from by yourself. So if you Google it, it will show you the details information. I'll remove it. This is all about today. So in terms of asylum application, now the interview. So if you need any help in terms of asylum, you can contact to the Home Office. And the substantial interview is initially it was suspended, and then is basically cancelled. And during the first wave from the March 2020, they have since resumed the line with Home Office guidance published on 6 August. Document said that there will be a phased resumption of interviewing, which utilized remote interview by a video conference. So most probably Home Office gonna introduce a video conference, a substantial interview. So rather than see the asylum personally, a face-to-face, although they published that they have enough space to sit with maintaining social distancing with a lawyer, even a legal representative, but now the Home Office most probably going to introduce, they're trying to introduce a video link interview with an interpreter as well, but I'm not sure Home Office why they are too late to do it. They don't have resources. This very unfortunate. They could do it, although there is a lot of prejudice about video link interview, but still the Home Office has a plan to introduce substantial interview via the video link. So this is all about for asylum today update. I hope this is piece of information will help. And then I will a lot of comment come on Facebook. Unfortunately, I cannot take all the command. So let me see. More Shakil Bhai, you asked me, hi Salam, bro, what is the next step for I got EU settlement scheme? I gave the answer. I don't know. I think you fooled me. But if you got settled status, you can make, prepare yourself to make a British citizen. You need to pass life in the UK test and B1 test. Jamal Ansari, Assalamu alaikum, Delwar Hussain Bhai. Then Jayed Quer, you asked me, I am an asylum seeker, need to contact human rights organization. Can they support me? I am not working and cannot afford to pay solicitor. Can you please advise me? Thank you for your call. You can get help from the Home Office as well as you will get legal aid. So you don't need to pay any cost to solicitor. So speak to a lawyer who had legal aid and they will be able to help you. So this will be end my session today. Lots of information, lots of question. Unfortunately, I cannot give everyone's answer due to the update. My next session, I'll try to give only a question. I'll take the question and answer. In the meantime, stay well, be safe, look after yourself, look after your family to this pandemic to save all of us and pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Everyone take care and good luck for your future.